Hiya, just little old me again, and I thought I would just go through some of the comments that I've been getting on the videos that I've posted, the squat and the press videos, etc. Because I think it really does show profound ignorance in most of the people who go on YouTube who actually profess to want to train for strength. They seem to think that anybody that does a £500 squat or a deadlift has to be on a lot of gear or to be on life, especially when they're well over 45, which really isn't the case, because you've got to know a person's history, when they started lifting weights, you know, the rate of progression when they started lifting, how they trained. In which case, myself, I started when I was 14 years old, and I weighed about 15 stone when I started. I was fat, obviously, but I was solid, thick set. Within a year and a half, I could squat well over £500, deadlift well over £500, and press well over £300. All I did was drink milk and just rest and train 3 days a week. So this idea that a person needs to be doing something that's going to affect longevity really it's so ignorant. I can't find words to describe it. Seriously, I mean, if you're a healthy guy, a healthy male with a medium to large frame, you should really be able to get these numbers you see me doing within a few years if you train properly and you're not scared to eat. You know, eat good foods and learn to rest and not train too much, believe it or not. But some of the comments really are comical. I mean, you know, this is just a few of them. Steroid abuse, roid head, won't see 50. Next one, early death waiting to happen. Well, when a person gets becomes middle age, that is when you need to be stronger, and you need to actually try and get stronger, because your body actually wants to get weaker. Age-related sarcopenia sets in, and with each year you lose muscle mass, and you know you're more likely to get illnesses and succumb to things that you wouldn't ordinarily succumb to had you been strong. And not only will this pig ignorant sort of mindset annoy people who've just managed to go to the gym a few times a week for 3 or 4 decades and not miss many meals and manage to squat and deadlift every week, not only will it piss them off, what it's doing, it's actually making you less likely to achieve anything to do with strength or building muscle, because you won't try, because you think you have to take a lot of drugs to get a £500 squat or a £600 squat or £600 deadlift. So, you know, this mindset, it doesn't affect me, it affects you. The people who have this, because what it means is you're not going to try, and you'll go to your grave with your best song still in you. So it doesn't affect me, it affects you. So I'm making this video just to point out how annoying it is to hear this sort of thing, when all you've done is turn up to the gym, you know, 3 or 4 times a week for 30 years and manage not to pack it in, and not miss too many meals, and just every week load your spine with £500 or £600 or 400, 500, £600, so you don't lose the ability to do it. You know, and your bone density increases, and your connective tissue gets stronger. You get thicker bones if you do this for 30 years. You know, going on machines doesn't do that. Messing about on machines doesn't do that. You know, so the reason why I'm saying this is because the mindset that you've got isn't going to lead you anywhere in the gym anyway, because you think everything's impossible unless you're doing something illegal or whatever, you know, which isn't the case. All I can do is say to you, I can't prove it. The fact that I'm still doing what I'm doing at nearly 50 years old, I've never had a bad back, I've never been injured, you know, largely natural. You know, I have dabbled a bit, but not to any appreciable extent. You can take it or leave it. If you don't believe me, then ask yourself, if I had relied on that, you can't rely on it for 35, 40 years. You know, your body just can't do that. I'd be dead. So, and I'm not dead, I'm really quite healthy. When I get blood tests done, my blood pressure's perfect, all the markers are within range. There's nothing wrong with me, I'm fit. I can carry 60 kilo sandbags up mountains and things. You know, not many 47-year-olds can do that. And I'm not saying that to be a smart ass, I'm just giving you the truth. Right? So if you're going to comment, you know, say what you want, but you know, try not to be too ignorant, because it just pisses me off and have to make one of these shitty videos to fucking put you on the right track. Alright, so anyway, that's enough of that. I've rambled on too much anyway. No one's fucking bothered what I've got to say, most likely, any road. So when you're looking at YouTube videos, don't automatically think that people have to be killing themselves to do something that you can't do. You could always try and do it yourself and then show everyone else how easy it is. Alright? That's all I've got to say on that. Until next time, take it easy.